Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda, and today I am playing with a sketch from Scrapping Reflections with Follow a Sketch February. This one will probably get posted for March, but it is what it is. And this is the sketch that I'm looking at from Kim Keane. I pulled out a bunch of embellishments and a piece of white paper and these scraps from my counterfeit kit challenge, which I did not put in the beginning for the banner, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm also using that, so I will put that in my description below too. And these are some of the pictures that I'm using today. I am going to speed it up quite a bit because I do a lot of faffing about on this one, but this is my oldest, who actually graduates this year, before she started school. This is when she was in preschool. We didn't do preschool. We did all sorts of different things when I was at home with my youngest on mat leave, so Matea got the best part of that. She was about not quite 4 here. I was getting to do some lessons and all sorts of things. So I cut those all down to be about the same size. I wanted the same amount of space between the top of the photo and her head. So I was doing that with my trimmer. I didn't make you watch all of that because that was a lot. I had a phone call and forgot to turn my camera back on, but all you missed was me using that stencil. I think it is a Crafters Workshop one, but I'm not entirely sure, but it's just the dots. And I used Ice Baby Blue from, I got it from Studio Calico, I think a long time ago, and then there's a scrap of paper that has the stars on it. I think this is a scrap from Studio Calico, but it could be from a hip kit club, but I'm pretty sure it's Studio Calico from a long time ago. And then you can see the 3 bigger pictures I matted in black and white, and then I have 2 smaller ones, and I only matted the 2 smaller ones in black because they were smaller and a little blurry because yeah, it was in the pool and with an old phone camera because this is like a long time ago. So I'm working with what I got, and that's okay. In the sketch it was a vertical line with 3 pictures out the side, and I decided to rotate the sketch so that my photos were not vertical and horizontal. But actually a lot of the sketch stays very similar. My apologies, my words are not coming out really great today. I'm using this eraser because I did get some ink on my page, so I'm gonna erase a good chunk of it. It doesn't bring all of it up though, so I am going to show you what I do at the end to fix that. But on the sketch, Kim has 2 of the photos tucked behind one of the strips, and I think one of them's on top, but I'm going to put one on top because I like that. So this is what I'm kind of thinking. And I decided the star paper is just a little too wide, so I'm just going to slice it down. This is going to take a lot of changes for those strippy bits. You would think this was be a quicker layout to do, and usually, but I'm kind of out of practice. And this was one of the ones I did before the other ones that have been posted, but get into some stuff. So this is that Ice Baby, Ice Blue, and I'm taking it and rubbing it on this piece of packaging which has some blue lines on it and a plus sign. I'm going to use that as one of my pieces because I like it. It adds that blue that I've got in behind a little bit more, and then it gives me enough to do another piece because I felt like I needed another little bit, but I didn't really have anything in my kit or in my scrap drawer that really worked like I wanted it to, but this does with the packaging, and why not? And if you hadn't ever seen that and just looked at my page, you'd never know it was packaging. You'd think it was a scrap piece of paper, which technically it is a scrap piece of paper. So I have a scrap piece of tag that I'm going to use. I used the other ones of those ones on a page last, probably August. If I can see it, I'll link it at the end if you want to see me use that paper. That paper with the swirlies on it, I had a lot of them. It came in a paper pack. It's white on the back, so you definitely can't do anything else with it other than use that one. And I found it a little difficult to start with, but I think I only have a little bit of scrap with it now. And I think there was 4 pages in the paper pad that I had of it. And I think it was in like an education one, which is kind of funny because it's like swirly, kind of looks like, I don't know, to me it looks like waves, but swirly pattern. I was looking at another piece in this Hip Kit Club border strips, and I thought maybe this one, but it's just a little too wide, too purple. I didn't like it, so it's going back in. So you're going to see me do some of the faffing about, but I did take some of it out. I am going to use this So Much Fun blue banner because she was a water baby and loved to be in the water. Didn't love to put her face in the water, loved to be in the water. And then one of these blue film strips from 49 Market. And then I have these splash stickers that I have had for probably, a dozen years. So I'm going to use those. And then I have this sticker book, and my title's going to actually come out of this one. And it was a summer one. I think it's a Heidi Swap one. And that today that is there. I'm going to pull it off here in a second. I'm going to go, yep, right there. I like that. I'm going to put it back on there because I'm not ready to put it on there yet. And do a little bit more looking. I look in this one and I do pull something out, but I don't use it. I thought about adding another little bit of a color here, this orangey color, but it's not going to happen. And I thought about using that banner, but it's not going to happen either. I did use it on something else recently, I think, though. And then I decide to use one of these pieces of paper that I have left to back this as well. So I am going to gut it. And I did use a piece of this on one of my pages recently. Don't remember which one. But I'm going to gut it and put it on there. I'm going to slice this in half. It would have been better for me just to use my scissors because it didn't really cut anyway, and it would have been fine. But I don't know. I was trying to make things hard on myself. Why would I do that? Don't know. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Here I'm going and getting my white piece on. So you see like a little bit of a border around it, but it does give it a little bit more like an end to the page. So with all the white space that's on this page, I felt like it was probably going to need that. So, and here I go starting to put stuff back on again, because whenever I pull stuff off my page, it never stays the way I want it to stay. And I have done it where you like turn it all, like you put washi tape on it, turn it all over, put the tape on, but that seemed like too much work today. I did back that center one in foam. I cut out me finding the white one. I was looking at the red, but I don't know. I used white instead. I think I was worried about seeing a little bit of the red, but I don't know why, because I don't typically see that. And so now I'm actually starting to stick some stuff down. So making sure that that star piece goes over top of the 2 of the pictures and underneath the front one that's on foam. This is that packaging. I'm just using my double-sided tape that's on the roll. I got this from scrapbook.com, but any tape would work. My tape runner just, I don't know, wasn't working. It kind of like got stuck, and then I was not in the mood to try and unstick it, and then I wasn't in the mood to get up and get a new one, so I did it. So this is going to nestle here on the edge of this picture, and then I can nestle the So Much Fun in behind and over top, because there's some definition or dimension to this banner piece. And I think that's a Paige Evans banner piece, but I got it in a Hip Kit Club when they were still using lots of other people's other designer products. And then getting this one on almost. Using the tape this way does take a little bit longer, but it is what it is. Excuse my head while I get this stuff on where I want it. And excuse the pictures today. They are glossy. Normally I don't get glossy pictures done, but for some reason I did not click matte on my picture order for these ones. And I've had them for eons, but it is what it is. So now I'm going to pull out these droplets, which are more of an aqua blue, but I've got so much blue on this, it's all good. All sorts of different blue. And then I wanted these to look like they were kind of dripping from the papers and splashing off the tag, and just kind of putting them in the same spots as it was on the sketch. So on the sketch it was on the upper right and bottom left, but because I rotated it, it is on the upper left and bottom right. And I am also going to get some on a little bit on the bottom left, but because the bottom left doesn't go as far down, it kind of fits in with that line that's there anyway. So get my glue to work. And then I'm just going to dab a little piece on here, and then a little glue on the film strip here, and then just slide it in, this one along the edge, because I don't want this one to come out at all. And on it goes. And then I've effectively pieced that all together now. Yay. And then I'm going to tape this down all as one big piece, which is perfect. On it goes. We're getting pretty close here. Just need, so this is a new down. I'm going to put one more piece of film on here of the film strip, and then I'm going to use some ribbon, and I think that's about it. And the title. So there goes the film piece. Oh, and some more of these. I guess I haven't done all the splashy bits yet. With those splashy bits on the tag, I did know as I was putting them on that I'd have to actually put a piece of ribbon in, because yeah. And then the today gets nestled here, which is what I wanted to start with. And then I'm going to come back with my ribbon, which I went and grabbed. So I'm going to slide it through the hole, and I'm going to use just a little staple to keep it in place. And then I decided I wanted that somewhere else, but I'm not entirely sure where, so I'm going to staple this first. And then I'm thinking, hey, maybe a little bit of a banner piece coming out this way. So I want both of those colors. So the front of this ribbon has a white polka dot on it, and the back is just that plain aqua color. So I want to see a little bit of both. So I want just a teeny tiny little piece to go here, because there's not a lot of room, so I don't really need to put a lot here. And then I'm going to want a tiny bit here. So that works out pretty good. This one's a little bit smaller, so it's not going to stay as nice. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue in there, just to help it stay down, and then I decided that it needs a staple too. And this one gets a staple, and I'll look and see if there's anything else I want to do. And there is one other thing. So there's still some ink that is on my page, so I'm double checking this whiteout pen to see if it'll show. And so I am just going over the couple pieces or a couple spots where I did an ink boo-boo. You can't even see unless you're looking for it, which is perfect because I was finding it was like a navy color. I don't know how I got it on there. So here's some close-ups. So, yep, splashes. And then there'll be some pictures here too. But right where my thumb is where I use the whiteout pen, and you really can't see that. So, yay! And then here's some picture close-ups, and so you can see a little bit more of the definition. Again, sorry about the camera lighting with the glare on my pictures. But there's the pictures and some close-ups, and there's the whole layout all together. I really appreciate you being here today. If you liked my video, I would love a thumbs up. If you're new to me, click on that picture that my daughter drew to subscribe, and there's a couple other videos here if you want to check out some more of my stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.